morning, guys. I'm not going to be on too long. Just waiting for someone to deal with what I have to deal with, and then I'll go. But I'm just here for a brief, hot minute. Probably like maybe a half an hour, maybe an hour. Hopefully, this person deals with me in the next hour so I can start my day. Then I can go fix my face and start my day. I have a long afternoon and evening coming. I gotta do a lot of shit today. I forgot to tell you what today was Tuesday. Days are going by so freaking fast. So annoying. I didn't even know he was gone. Cool. I'm not into all that laptop shit. That's the last thing I want. But I can probably deal with that, maybe. I have to see if it works. Yeah, it's right there. I forgot it was there too. Shit. What the fuck? It's actually got a good review. Surprised. It's not bad. This setup is great along your laptop. Of course, there's always one idiot. It broke within a week. It's because you probably manhandled it. Hello, Love Soul. How you doing? Yes, I am. Yes. Just reading some stuff online. That's all. Hmm. I might be able to just keep it actually. DJC. Hmm. Oh yeah, it's a YouTube thing. It's like your email handle thing. That's what it is, or some crap. YouTube changes shit all the time. I don't know why it does it, but yeah. A lot of people are like, why the hell is my name changed? And I'm like, I don't know, ask YouTube, nothing to do with me. I can't help you on that. But how you doing, Bronny? Ronnie always gives me some crazy emojis, stickers. You can ask your question when you're ready. Thanks for the super chat. Hey, Lucky. So, Bronny, what I would say here is if this person is a man, I would say this person has no feelings whatsoever for you. This person is just like whatever. They're not thinking about you, feeling anything about you. They feel like what's going on between you guys has no sequence, no connection. It's just there. Probably this person's probably got like people on the outside looking in, like saying to him certain things, probably not about you, but like in his own life. It also seems like he's got issues with another person. So the only thing on his mind is himself, the person who he's dealing with, except for you. Looks like this person's also got like some money issues or anxiety, or they've lost like some money and they're trying to like gain it back, maybe for the holidays or something. But I get nothing, here. So if it's a woman, then I would say that this woman still doesn't like have anything. She's got men on her mind instead of you. So I would say that she got man problems. So if it's a woman, which you say it's a woman, then I would say this woman has man problems, and the last thing on her mind is you, because she's focusing on these men that are in her life that are giving her problems. Then I can go a bit further and probably say that this is maybe if you guys know a certain man together, both of you know a man, and you know this man is not good, then that's the only thing you guys have in common with each other is you know a mutual male person, and maybe this person thinks that you should have warned them about him or vice versa. It could be something like that. But either way, this woman doesn't really feel any type of way about you. They don't really care about you like that. I don't get nothing positive, put it that way. Nothing. Nothing positive. It's all negative. So I would say she thinks negative of you. And the reason for that is probably because of a man, or she's got male issues. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm glad it made sense if it did, but that's what I get. Oh, okay. You're welcome, Bronny. Her husband is a bad person, yeah. Well, there you go. She's got male issues, and that's the only thing that's on her mind. And if you probably told her about that, then she's probably like hating on you for telling her that. Some people don't like the truth. Not our problem. Got a better husband, or don't have one at all. Get better people in your life. If not, love yourself or your pet. Oh, if you told her that, then that makes more sense now why she doesn't like you. She doesn't like you because you've told her about this male, and she's probably like, I ain't listening to the outside people. So you're the outside person looking in, saying, hey, if your husband's so damn bad, get rid of him, stupid. And she's like, no, no, I love my man. My man, my man. Yeah, well, you can love an asshole. It's up to you. It's not Bronny's problem and not my problem either. That's your fault. You know what I mean, Bron? Sorry, not sorry. Not my problem. You know, half the people in the world will listen to your friends about the husband situation or whatever situation you're in. And some will listen, some won't. Some will say, oh, you don't know because you're not in one. And I'll tell them, well, the reason I'm not in one is because I don't want to be like you. And they're like, eh. Just like I told my cousin a couple months ago, I said, I don't know why you just don't go through with the divorce. You're not together anymore. So what's the hold up? You know, if you've made an agreement that you're going to sell your house and each person gets half each, then go ahead. Then you're free from her forever. Maybe she'll go back to her country and leave you alone for good. Ain't no other man gonna want a woman like that. And if they do, they'll find out the hard way just like you did. But he was telling me that, oh, we're separated, we're not officially divorced, but we're dating other people. I said, well, you're committing adultery. You're technically cheating on each other by law, you know, because you're still married. It's gonna create a cycle of bullshit. So you're gonna go both gonna go around fucking other people and then get a divorce afterwards, or just do it at your convenience, or that don't make no sense. You're welcome, Bronny. This is the world we live in. A bunch of morons that just can't just get away from somebody and just move on. And then the first thing someone's gonna say to me after listening to me just now is, oh well, you don't know what it's like because you've never been married. I don't have to be married to know how a person is. And that's why I'm not married. Because I made a better decision than you did. I'd rather be single and not be treated like shit when I get married. Duh. You think marriage is going to change a person? No. That person might get worse. Or after a year or two, they might act up and be the same person that you found them as, that you tried to change. You keep thinking that part, everybody's got to change on their own accord. But people don't listen. They don't care. Nobody gives a shit. I think that people want to be treated like shit. I'm convinced. Then when I talk like this, I'm a bad person. Because I tell the truth. Or I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, whatever. I've seen my best friends get divorced. I've seen my family get divorced. And you know what? Divorce is something that you have to do if you want to get away from the negative, narcissistic person that you were with that was once decent at once. But like I said, marriage changes some people for the worst, and sometimes it changes it for the good. It's just like a relationship. You start to date somebody, everything's all cool and shit. Then after like 3 months, something happens. You're like, oh, see, I knew it was gonna happen eventually. This person showed me their true colors. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that you're an idiot for doing it. I'm just saying your decision should be a lot better. Our decision making is the biggest issue. We should like calm down, take our time. You know, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. We should like really take our time with relationships, one day at a time. Don't be up each other's ass all day. Don't be talking to each other constantly 24/7. That nobody wants that shit. People want their freedom. People just don't want to go together with you and just do everything all in 1 month. Like that's not a relationship. A relationship's built over years and decades, and things like that. You have all the rest of your life to be with that person and talk to them. Why the fuck are you trying to ruin everything right off the bat? That's why when I get into a relationship, I take my time, and the person's like, "Oh, you didn't call me today. Is something wrong?" No. Why would I call you every day? I might be with you for the rest of my life. Oh, you consider me somebody you be with for the rest of your life? Yeah, I'll put everybody in consideration. Yeah, sure. I'll consider it, but doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. But if I talk to you every day, I'm gonna be bored of you in the next month. Take your time, woman. If you want to be with me for the rest of your life, you gotta give me some space. Fuck. I need to work. I need to deal with my own life, my family. My life ain't gonna change for you. Hell no. One day at a time, sweetheart. One day at a time. These people like they want to meet today, fuck next week. If it was good, they want to move in within a month, get married in 2 months, and have a kid in 3 months, and get a divorce at the end of the year. That's exactly how a lot of relationships are going now. And if that's the way it is, I don't want it. You can have it. No thanks. I don't even like talking about this type of thing because a lot of people on here have been going through it. But I just want to remind you guys that I don't look at you different. I just think that we all should make better decisions in life. And sometimes you'll have children with somebody you can't stand right now, but that doesn't mean your children are at fault. Children are never at fault. We come into this world because of two people making us. It's not really anybody's fault. A child shouldn't be condemned for their life. You bring them here. Take care of them until they can take care of themselves, like Dan did. Right, Dan? How you doing, bro? Hope all is good in your world. It's getting pretty cloudy here. Huh. But yeah, exactly. See, you didn't take hostages. You chose to be with me. Not my problem. You suffer the consequences now. That's what I do. Yeah. Hell yeah. I ain't putting up with no bullshit. No. Friends, family. It's all like a cycle that we have to go through. It's all a cycle. Hey Dan, I oh yeah, it snowed last night. Oh shit. So it must be. Did you build a snowman? Last night it was nice here. It was a little bit of showers here and there. Today it's been sunny all day, but now it's cloudy and windy. The weather's supposed to get nasty. Feeling for the folks in Chicago. What happened in Chicago? Big snowstorm or something? I have a few friends in Chicago. I hope they're okay. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Icy shores to snowy streets, Chicago's record. Oh dang. Chicago's getting pure snow. Oh no. I have a few people that come in here from Chicago. Hopefully they're okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just saw it. The icy snow. People not going on the streets. It's crazy. These people got snow and shit. And meanwhile, I'm over here humid as shit. It's like 70 something degrees today. Humid as heck. I got my windows all open, but I'm kind of feeling sticky, like humid. Yeah, that sucks. Because a package that I'm waiting for is actually stuck in Chicago, and now I know why. Because I went to go look at the tracking, and it's still in Chicago and been there for a while. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So now that makes sense. Actually, let me see where it is. Yeah, it's still in Chicago. It's been in Chicago for a while. Hmm. I don't know what the heck's going on. Winter weather in Midwestern and Northeastern U.S. may delay final delivery of your mail. So yeah, they're talking about the weather on the USPS. 1 billion on their distribution hubs. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Oh, that too. That's the package I'm waiting on. It's been stuck in Chicago for a while now, and they haven't really gave me an update on whether or not it's on its way here or not. It's always some bullshit, man. Always. And this time of year is like the worst time of year. That's why I haven't ordered anything from online. Oh, it's probably gonna come soon. But see, in the wintertime, it's probably more difficult because of the weather, right, Dan? Unless they have these short drone runs, or they have these short runs where they just wait. I bet some people will try and do it if people agree on it. But then again, it's like, they have to wait for weather too. If it's snowing, I know no drone's gonna be flying through no snow. 'Cause what happens if it malfunctions and drops a package to somebody else? So I doubt they'll do that. But I'm sure it'll probably happen in some areas. It can work in Bermuda, but they don't want to do that. Drones are illegal here anyway. You can't really have drones and shit around here. You have to have it at a certain place, a certain area. There's any certain areas you can have a drone here. Bermuda's too small for that shit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So drones are good. Drones are good for many things, but bad for other things. Like I've said my whole life, there's good and bad in everything. There's good and bad in everything. That's the saddest part. Is people use something for so much good stuff, and other people use it for so many bad things. It's like everything that you can think of is good and bad in everything. It's not easy. But I know here that I know here they probably won't do that. I wouldn't say never, but I know they probably won't. Because a lot of people be like, "What the hell is this drone doing flying over my house, invading my privacy?" They end up throwing something at it or shooting at it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. I agree, brother. But unfortunately, it ain't that easy. Always some bullshit. Oh well, that's why I stay out of it. I ain't worried about it. All I This year is the first Christmas that I haven't ordered things online. I told everybody I'm gonna give you gift cards, and that's it. No, I haven't. No, I haven't seen her in my chat. She hasn't come in here. I ain't seeing nothing. No, not at all. She's on the gone missing. She's on the gone missing trail. Let me see when the last time I spoke to her. Last time I spoke to her was like November 20th. It says that she was active on Facebook 30 minutes ago. I'll text her now to see what she's up to. She's probably gonna laugh. She's probably gonna laugh when she sees this message. I told her, hey, we want to know how you're doing. A few people asking about you. She's probably gonna laugh. There she is. She's writing to me right now. Oh, she's writing something, so I'll wait for her response. I'm sure she's okay. It's a busy time of year for her, right? Ain't nobody wheezing now. It's probably in your mind. So Dan, Marley said she's been working a lot, and then she's been helping Mama clean after work to get some extra money. Then she says at her job she has to fill in some extra time. So she's been very tired. She come home and she just goes, eat and sleep, and that's it. So yeah, she's okay. She's just been working hard. I knew she was okay because every time this year, she's busy. She's always helping, her mom and doing extra work. Christmas time, people acting crazy and shit. So yeah, hey, you're welcome, bro. No problem. When I don't see her for a while, I just leave her alone because I know she's on the grind. I know she's a hard worker and she does her thing. When she has a lot of time and she has like free time, she's always around. She'll always be around and stuff. Everybody does it. People go through their phases where they just say fuck this shit. They come around a lot or they come around a little. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Diamond's behind me, but I haven't heard her make any breathing noises. I mean, she is breathing, but I can't, right? I'm not listening to anything over the mic. It could be like the wind, too. The wind behind me is moving the curtain. Not that one that you see in here, but the other one. It's coming from the other way. Well, I still got a few more minutes before I gotta go. Gotta wait for this damn person. It's always some bullshit, man. Always some bullshit. Oh, at least it's cloudy. You had the nurses coming in about half an hour. Mama's still her in her bear cave, sleeping. Oh, good. She's getting her sleep. Well, just look at it this way, Dan. Foot issue, and it's a long way from your heart. There she is. See? Hey, Marley. Good to see you. Dan said he's been pining for you. He said he's been pining for you, saying, "Where the heck's Marley, Mark?" I was like, "Look, that woman's probably doing her thing. She got Christmas shit to do, working. She be on the grind. She's about that no bullshit life. If she don't show up, she ain't got time for these damn crazy people. I don't blame her." Nothing wrong with that. Gotta make that Christmas moolah. You got a lot of peppermint bark to buy, turkey, ham, food. You gotta feed the kids, yourself. I told Dan that I would text you and see how you're doing. And here you are. See? Just like that. I knew you were fine, but you know. Yeah, that's how it is. See, Santa always doing that dumb shit. Well, yesterday, I don't think I told you guys, but yesterday morning, uh, I got the go ahead to put the plaque on my grandfather's grave. So I went down there yesterday, drilled some holes, nailed it to the grave. So now my grandfather has a plaque with his name on it, and his date of birth and the time he died after almost 50 years of being dead. No one put a plaque there for the poor man after he brought. The reason why we're all here is because of him and his own stupid son. Because my dad told him do whatever you want to do. Because my dad didn't even know. Because he left everything in his younger brothers, you know, care to do. So he thought that there was one there. Because my dad don't go to no cemeteries, even though he's in there now, his body. But so yeah, I did it for my grandfather. I know he's happy, and I've never seen him in spirit until yesterday when I finished. As soon as I finished his plaque, I had a little word. I just spoke it spoke it into existence. And then when I went towards my motorcycle to get on it, he appeared to me right before I left, and I can see him. And he said to me, "Thank you very much for what you did." And he was all dressed up nice, and he had his hair all slicked back. He looked like really, really good in spirit. And I had never seen him before until yesterday. And I was just getting on my bike, and I can see he appeared to me, and he said, "Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you." And I was like, "Yeah, no problem. No problem, Grandpa. I just wanted to do that in your memory." Then I got on the bike, and that was it. I didn't see him ever since. But I'm sure he's probably like, you know, with my dad and my grandma and everybody and stuff. So I'm just glad he appeared to me to thank me for doing it. So yeah, your grandparent is married, divorced, and married again. My grandpa needs two memorials. Yeah. Well, that's what happened with my great grandpa. That jackass. His wife my great grandma passed away at an early age in her 30s, I believe, right after she had all the kids. Like she had 5 kids, 4 boys and a girl, and my grandfather was one of them. And him and my uncle fled to Bermuda at an early age, and they came here to make a living because they didn't have nowhere to live. Because the father got remarried, my great grandfather got remarried after his wife died, and then the woman that he married didn't want to take care of his kids because it was too many of them. So my grandpa and his brother were the youngest. So they were like, "Yeah, you guys don't want to take care of us. Fuck you, we're all gone." So my grandpa came here to Bermuda to better his life. He wanted to make money and retire. He never wanted to buy a house or anything here. He wanted to like get out of here. So unfortunately, he went crazy living here, dealing with this life and his own life and dealing with being disowned and shit. Poor guy went through a lot. I feel bad for him. And because he went through a lot, people felt, I guess, his youngest son, which is my uncle, that piece of shit, I guess he felt like putting a plaque on for his mother, but not his father. And now my grandfather's plaque's next to my grandma's plaque. So if anybody did it right, it was me. So, and the only reason I did it was for my dad. Because that's some fucked up shit. You want to disrespect people and disrespect my grandpa and shit. That's fucked up. See, look, I put it right next to my grandma's grave. It's a very, very old grave, as you can see. And my grandma's plaque on is all messed up, and the new one I put is all decent. It almost looks the exact same. So yeah, I hooked it up. They put it right next to each other. Now I know where they both are, and I feel better about what I did. Because if anybody's gonna do it, it'll be me. Because no one else gives a shit. So at least the guy who is the reason, the man who's the reason I'm here and have a good life and living in paradise, at least I gave him a plaque so on his grave, so that way he could be remembered by me. And on the bottom of the plaque it says vovô, which means grandpa in Portuguese. So whoever sees it's going to be like, oh, one of his grandchildren put it here. I wonder who. Because I deal with spirit and I want him on my team. And I'm sure he's been on my team all this time. But now I know he's officially on my team. And that's what I want. I want more spirit on my team. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with these people. I want more people on my spiritual team so I can be more powerful. I don't know what program these people are living on. But I'll take them. You don't want them? I'll take them on my team. And that's what I told him. Yeah. At the end of the day, you know, my mom said I made a good point, and my sister said I made a good point. And the point is, the principle is to give the man a plaque. It's not rocket science. It's not gonna cost a lot of money. And at the end of the day, if it wasn't for him, we would not have the life we have. Because that man sacrificed his life for us to give us a better life and to give himself and his kids a better life. And then his son, which is my dad, gave us a better life because of him. My grandfather was here busting his ass every day and then died young. He died at 62. And his brother died at 60 a year before him. So he was destroyed mentally from a lot of things. So I feel bad for him now that I know everything about him. But unfortunately, it takes people to die in order to know about somebody else that died. So at the end of the day, I know my dad's proud of me and I know my grandfather's proud of me. And I'm sure my grandma is happy that I did that because now her husband's name's right next to hers on the grave. And at least you know those two people are in there, for fuck's sake. I still can't get over that shit. It's been 49 years. Last month made 49 years that he died. And there was no plaque on that grave. None. What a fucking joke. Your own son didn't even know. And your own son didn't even put one there. So come to find out that my uncle, which is my dad's youngest brother and only brother, apparently him and my grandfather didn't get along because he married some hoe when he was young and put himself 20 grand in debt. And then he had to go live with my grandfather and grandmother, which they didn't want because he was broke. And my grandfather had to bail his ass out, fucked him off, and had a bad relationship with him and drove my grandfather crazy, so crazy that he went to a nut house for a couple months. And now I know why he didn't put a plaque there, because his father fucked him off for his own stupidity. So that gives you a right to disrespect your dad in spirit and not put a plaque on his grave. But you put a plaque of your mother on the grave. Well, guess what? He's on my team now. Grandpa's on my team. That's right. I got you. Don't worry, Gramps. I got you, bro. I appreciate you. And that's why I keep telling people you gotta acknowledge spirit. If you don't, you're fucked. And that's why I did it. Because he deserves it. And I wanted to honor him, even though I never met him a day in my life. But those who did didn't have nothing bad to say about him. I never heard, and my parents talk shit about him. I never heard my older siblings say bad things about him, just that he was very strict. And he was like, he just wanted to do his own thing. At the end of the day, he's an Aries. So Aries men are very stubborn and bullheaded. And they described him perfectly because that's what an Aries man is. They're very bullheaded and they only care about themselves, and they want people to just do their own life and they just want their life to be the way it is and just leave me alone. So I can totally understand why he was the way he is due to his sign. And to each their own. He wasn't a bad person, so that's all that matters to me. Because if he was, I wouldn't even acknowledge him. But I'm just glad that I finally did it. And I'm finally happy that, his name's on there. And I know he's happy. So, good. And I know my dad would be proud of me. My mom is. My mom's happy. My mom told me that was very nice for me to do, and that he was a very nice man and never disrespected her. So, when my mom speaks highly of somebody, I know they were a good person. Because my mom, like me, we're very picky. We don't really like people that are bad, obviously. But my mom said he was a very good man, worked very hard, and never disrespected her personally. So that gave me more of a reason to go get a plaque for him and put it on there. And it literally took me 20 minutes to do it. And cost me what? $70 in total to get the plaque done. $70 for the plaque and bringing it in, and 20 minutes of my time to put it on. What's so hard about that? But it took me to do it after 49 years of this man being dead. That's what I can't get over. Like, your own son. Yeah, like me, I had my differences with my dad too. But I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm not gonna put a plaque on his grave. Fuck him. No way. That's like disrespectful as fuck. You don't do that dumb shit. But my dad, he doesn't have a plaque. they have like this big tombstone, and they engrave the name into the tombstone, like forever type thing. Because my uncle's on the tombstone, and then my dad's gonna be put on there soon. So that's funny as shit. Yeah, he feels comfortable being there. See, he feels very comfortable being there. So obviously he likes being there because he knows you guys have a TV, and he knows that he's welcome there. See, that's a good thing though. I know it's freaky and shit, and it probably feels weird and stuff, but just know that he's not gonna harm you guys, obviously, because if he did, he would have done it already. But because he's home all the time, right? He probably says, "Yeah, I know Gage won't mind. He's harmless anyway. He's not gonna do anything to you guys. He loves you guys." Well, yeah, spirit can do those things. I know that for a fact. That's cool though. My sister has a maid next door, and she's leaving now. That's why I'm here. So when she leaves, I take the key and lock everything up. She's leaving early too. She must have came early. I don't know. I have no idea what she's doing. That's hilarious. Yeah, her best friend owns a cleaning company, but the last maid that she had here was a complete joke. This maid is a lot better. But what I don't like about maids is they make so much fucking noise. And I don't know. I don't understand how you do that. Like, why are you banging shit? Why are you like, doing all these crazy banging and shit? Okay, Marley, it was good seeing you guys. I'm gonna actually head out because now that the maid's gone, I'm gonna go deal with everything I have to deal with. So I'll be back later. I'll see you guys later. Thanks.